this video, we'll do some standing poses. A lot of them warrior poses. So start with your toes pointing forward, legs wide, and then turn your left toes to face the side. Left knee over left ankle, and the front ankle points to the back ankle. Back foot's 45 degrees, and then bend this left knee. Last thing for the legs is the hips want to point sideways. Help them to point straight forward. When all that's ready, add the arms. Make sure the arms are straight out and give a little shoulder roll. Make sure you're relaxed. And then sink deep, straight over your hips. And when you're ready, reaching forward. And when you can't reach any further, elbow to leg, arms straight up. And you can stay here or drop a hand to the floor. You can stay here or a hand comes overhead. And the last two options is hand comes behind, tries to wrap around. And the other option is reaching underneath for a bind, grabbing your hands or wrists behind your back. But whatever you chose, let's come back to elbow on leg, arms straight up. And take a look at your front palm, probably it's your left palm. And rise it up, drop the back hand, and take a look. Make sure to straighten that back knee. And then looking forward, rise your chin up your arm. And looking at your palm. Sink your hips, keep your belly tucked in. Sun warrior. Good, come on up. Keep the leg position, but maybe go a little wider. This time, the difference is that front leg, that left leg will be straight. So hips point forward, back foot's 45, add the arms. Make sure they're straight out, and then reaching forward. You can't reach any further, windmill down. Reaching for the floor, arms straight up. Now, you can touch the floor if you want, but don't be concerned about that. More important, rotate through the ribs, so drop those top fingers back a bit. And breathe. Deeper by dropping those top fingers back just a little more, and then both hands come forward, toes point forward, wide forward fold, a recovery pose. Oh, you can try to lower your forehead or the top of your head. If you want to stay active, bring one hand over to the leg, doesn't matter which side you start on, we'll do both. And then cross through center. Go to the other side. Back to that wide forward fold. You can have your hands in front of you, or one hand each leg. If you want more, hands clasp on the lower back. Rise those clasped hands up. And give little shoulder rolls backwards. That feels good. And then come up by lowering the hands, release. And then start to heel toe it in until you can step in. Let's make our legs half as wide, about half as wide as we just were. And let's turn to face the left foot again. Left ankle points back to back ankle, back foot's 45 again, but your stance is much narrower. And we'll turn our hips to face that left leg and walk down our leg. Pyramid pose. To get the most out of this, hand to the outside hip and pull that hip forward. Gently, but firmly. And then lean forward. You should feel that on the back of your front leg, especially around the knee. See if you can fold a little deeper. The knee stays straight, but you fold at the hip. Good. Come on up. Alternate your feet. This time right foot points to the side. Ankles are in line. Back foot's 45 degrees. Turn your hips and then walk down. Never pressing on that knee, but pulling maybe on the back of the leg, and of course, hand to the outside hip, pull it forward, and then fold. Once you've got it, you can bring both hands to that long foot, that leg, and then come on up. We'll finish with those first three poses we did, but on the other side. So back to a wide stance, toes point forward, and this time turn your right foot to the side. Right knee over right ankle, The back ankle is in line with the front ankle, the back foot's 45 degrees, and then the hips points forward. When all that's ready, add the arms. And then sink. Sometimes you can come up halfway, and then see if you can sink a little deeper. Make sure when you sink, this knee stays over ankle. If it's too far forward, adjust so that it stays over ankle. When you can't sink any further, reach forward, and then elbow comes to leg, arms straight up. Now you can stay here, or drop a hand to the floor. Try to reach a straight line, pinky finger to pinky toe. It doesn't matter where you look, but don't put any tension on your neck. Keep your neck and shoulders loose. You can also reach behind. Try and wrap your hand around. And the last option is reaching underneath for a bind to your lower back. And whatever you chose, let's come back to elbow on leg, arm straight up. And take a look at your front palm, probably it's your right palm. Rise it up, back hand drops, take a look. Your back leg is straight, chin comes forward and rises up the arm. For Sun Warrior, sink those hips, belly in. Good, then come on up, drop the arms for a moment. And I go a bit wider in the legs, it's up to you. But that front leg still points to the side, heels still in line, back foot still 45. But this time straight legs. We reach forward, and then windmill down to triangle pose. You can touch the floor, but don't feel obligated to. Much more important to rotate through the ribs. Can you drop those top fingers back just a little more? Good. Both hands forward. Recover in a wide forward fold. Stay here as long as you want. And just recover. Hopefully you feel a little bit stronger.